So when you start flat stitch, I always recommend when you're a beginner, just to start with the long lines, because doing curved takes a little talent and you'll get there, but it's easier to just start with a long line. So I want your beadwork outline to start looking like this. Once you have your needle here and you have your knot, you're ready to bead. So this is your good felt foundation. You're going to go up through the armpit. Sometimes when you're beading, you have to poke around until you find the perfect spot. That's when you know it's time to start. You're going to pull your thread and you're going to want to start going down this line. We're going to pick up 2 beads. We're using size 8s here just to help you with the visual. And this is where we're going to put our needle in, right along that line where the armpit serve ends. So we're going to push through and pull tightly, and then we're going to come up through the middle. Now I just want to show you what that looks like from the front and the back. It might look a little wobbly right now. It's about tension. We're going to work on that and just trust the process. And then we're going to come out through the last bead. This is why we start with 2 beads, so you can understand the first bead and the last bead. The next step is to grab 2 beads again. We're going to do this process multiple times over and over until you're comfortable. Now I did pick up 3 beads by accident, but we're just going to go with it, because what if this happens to you? That's fine. You're still going to go to the middle from the back and then go through the last 2 beads in this case, because we picked up 3 by accident. That's more of an advanced stitch. I recommend, let's stick with the 2 beads until you're comfortable. So pick up 2 beads, go through your good felt, following along your traced out line. You're going to go up through the middle of those beads, and then you're going to go through the last one. So now that you've got your line and it's looking pretty good, you're going to have to decide how you want to change your direction. Now with this one, you're going to see that it's rounded, so you're kind of like, this one's a sharp corner. Some people will do just 1 bead just to get to the end, and that's okay. You could still go backwards 2 beads and then pick up there. And then end it. End your line. Now you're going to go up from a fresh spot, just like you started at the top. You're going to start here. And let's start with our 2 beads again. We're going to make sure those are butted up nicely against the other beads and continue on doing our beading. Once you have your basis here, you're going to have the easy squares. This is when it's going to get a little bit harder when you're connecting your lines and doing more of a directional beading. So we're going to go around this shoulder, and we're also going to connect the armpit to the t-shirt. This makes a lot more sense when you see it completed. So here's where you're starting and where you're going.